had to do a little bit of improvising because my devices decided to not register Skype. So I'm on my phone, so I hope that you can hear me, or just let me know if you can't hear me clearly. I will try to talk really clearly so that it comes through, and I'll try not to move around too much. So, yeah, good evening, and I hope everybody's had a lovely day today. I've still got to get used to it's afternoon here, so you can see the sun beating in. Not a bad sort of day either. So I hope your weather's been kind to you as well. So this week I thought I'm just going to have a little chat about a current theme that tends to be coming through in readings. We've had a lot of people that have been more or less like shoved from pillar to post with things happening this year. So it's a little bit like last year we were shown a lot of things that came up for us to work on, and a lot of people found that they either let go of things that no longer serve them, or they changed friendships, or, you know, family dynamics shifted, and there was a lot of things that people were really made clear on letting go of. So what we're finding this year is if you didn't listen then to those signs last year, then what's happening is this year is a real kick along. So if you're having a major upheaval, which there are a lot of people around at the moment that are, and are really struggling with that, please know that it's the universe showing you that, you know, revising some of those signs from last year to say, okay, time to hit the ground running. This year's going to support you with the changes, but you have to actually, you know, be prepared to let go of what no longer serves you. So it's a bit of a constant thing, I know, in life, and it's probably one of our hardest human traits that, you know, we have to work on is embracing change, as I've said week after week. You know, and it's something we're not really always comfortable with, but be open to the signs. And it's a little bit like when you hear not only myself but a lot of the other hosts talk about, you know, our connection to spirit, and the more in alignment we are, the more signs we get and the clearer our pathway becomes. And that's really the bottom line, is just tuning in and knowing that Spirit will give you the signs, but sometimes you need to, you know, you need to be aware of that. So I'm just going to get you back again because the camera's gone. All right. I think I'm still on air. I'm sure Dave will tell me if I'm not. Anyway, yeah, back again. So sorry, guys. Yeah, so getting back to that. So be aware that the signs are there, and if you're getting, you know, constant things happening, and especially things that might have started last year and this year you're getting that push along, know that that is a sign that, you know, you either need to let go, make the changes, or step into your power and do what it is that you were, you know, put here to do, because we all have a soul purpose, you know, like I always say, but sometimes we're a bit reluctant to stand in our power. And it's a bit like Marianne Williamson says with her fantastic saying of, you know, quite often we don't fear failure, it's more about fearing success. So when we stand in success, that makes us on show. So when we do that, often we feel very uncomfortable. We feel, you know, we do a lot of self-sabotaging. So it's good to just be aware of that, because it can, you know, it can become clear that, you know, with those changes, just makes life that bit easier. So, and I look at it this way, life's not meant to be hard. So, you know, for all those that are struggling, please reach out. We have some amazing talent here on the A1R radio that are really happy to help you. All right, I've got Danielle in Calgary in Canada.
Yes,
Danielle,
hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Pardon?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, lovely. Okay. We were just a bit concerned about the sound, that's all. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing really good.
That's awesome. So you've rung up today. Oh, let me see. Would you like me just to tune in for you?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if, like, there was anyone coming through.
Yep.
Or any messages for me.
Okay. You've got a few spirits up there. There's a bit of energy around you. First of all, stepping forward is a male in spirit. So I feel like he passed younger. Would this be a partner?
he's younger.
Yeah, when I say younger, like he passed before his time, so he's just stepping forward, and I'm feeling like this was either somebody that was a very close friend of yours, or you had a relationship with.
Yeah, my nephew just passed away last year.
Okay.
And he was 18.
Okay, yep, so it's very sudden.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so it's a little bit like stepping forward to let you know that he's around. He was a very gifted boy, yeah?
Pardon me?
He was a very gifted boy.
Yeah.
That he's showing me that he didn't make the most of his opportunities. Can you relate to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a little bit of sorrow around him, and there was a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of heartache early on for him.
Yeah, like it was just sudden, like it just, nobody expected it.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
when he was a baby, I pretty much raised him.
Yeah. Got that closeness to you. So that's where there's a connection, like you were the mother to him more so than his own mother, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So sending a lot of love to you. Now, he is around you. He's also coming through. He's got a bit of a sense of humour. So I think you two shared the same sense of humour.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, and you used to take him, because he's like showing me, you used to take him out. He's showing me, I feel like it's somewhere where there's music and you'd have a bit of fun. I'm not sure whether you were dancing or you were listening to music.
I'm not sure. I used to take him out a lot, like walks and stuff.
Yeah, but it's like he's just connecting through the music, and I feel like that's a sign that he's letting you know he's around. So I'm not sure whether you're aware of it or not, but it's like when songs come on, that's his sign to connect to you.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's this one song that plays, and I just think of him like right now.
Yeah, so he's saying that's his sign for you to know that he's around. He is around you anyway. There's a really strong connection to music, and it's like, I want to say you got him and he got you, so you had that really special connection together, more so than I feel anyone else of your age group.
Yes, definitely we did. We're really close.
Yeah. He's also bringing through to me that you need to embrace a bit more fun in your life, because you got a little bit serious.
Yeah, like there's been a lot going on.
Yeah, but it's about to change. So there's a little bit. Have you noticed that yourself? Because I'm feeling like there's signs there for you to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and definitely looking for new opportunities, because it's like there's new opportunities that are going to present themselves, to be open to them.
That's exactly it. Like I've been looking for, I just recently got certified in a trade, and I've been out looking for a job.
Fantastic. We'll honour that, because he's there saying he's there with you.
Awesome.
And he will support you with that, so please don't doubt, okay?
Awesome, thank you.
And I want to say like this to you from him. Does that relate to you? This from him? He's doing this to you. Blowing kisses.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because he's just showing me that. So know that he's around. Take those opportunities. It is time to step up for you. You've been sitting in the background too long, okay?
Yes, thank you.
And listen for the music. Okay, I better go on to Tamara. I've got Tamara waiting on the line. Thank you so much for connecting.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay, have we got Tamara?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Tamara. How are you?
Not so good.
Okay. So things have been a little bit amiss for you, let's say.
Yeah, it's been kind of bad.
Water reference around you. Do you live near water?
Do I what?
Do you live near water?
Water? Is that what you said, water?
Yes, sorry, water.
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah, because I'm just showing there's a water reference for you. It's a little bit like, with them bringing through showing me the water, that you need to spend some time, like going for a walk, connecting with nature. It's a little bit like you're really in your head at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like you need to just take a little bit of time out, because I feel like you've got the answers within, but you're overlooking it because you're overthinking things.
Okay. Well, see, the reason why I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're also showing me you're really talented, so there's a lot of creativity around you.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
The reason why I wanted the reading is because I've been having problems in my relationship.
Okay, yep. And, okay, so where's the 2 years? Have you been together for 2 years? Is it two
I'm sorry?
reference to a relationship?
No, I mean, I just recently got out of a marriage, and I've been dating, and this one guy I was talking to, he turned around, and we were together for about 3 or 4 months, and then he just kind of bailed on me.
Can you talk up a little bit? Sorry, I'm just having a bit of trouble hearing.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
His name. So this is a guy you've been seeing?
I'm sorry?
This is a chap you've been seeing for a little while?
Basically, it's like it's a pattern with these guys. I turn around and I get in a relationship. We start talking. In a few months, they just kind of bail.
Okay, yeah. So this is something that you find happens a bit, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why. What happened between me and this guy that I was talking to?
Okay. A lot of this is based on your sense of self-worth, and quite often that is our subconscious beliefs on what we deserve. And I have to say, like, they're showing me you've got the package. You're a gorgeous-looking woman. You're very talented. You tick all the boxes, but it's more or less about you having that belief that you deserve to have somebody and you deserve to be happy, because you do.
Yeah, I do deserve to be happy, but why is it that every guy that's been in my path, that crosses my path, they wind up just leaving me?
In a lot of cases, it means they're not in alignment. So what they're showing me is picking a different type. It's almost like you're going for the same type. And I want to say they're emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So could you tell me what happened between me and the guy that I was currently with?
Right. This is the one that's just wandered off now.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't talked to him since last Tuesday.
So, and you're aware that he is as far as commitment goes, he's very hesitant with commitment. He's been hurt in the past.
Yeah, yes, I do. I do know that.
Yeah, and he shared that with you, sort of more or less trying.
He shared what with me?
He shared that experience of the fact that he has been hurt before, to try and give you an understanding of where he's at per se.
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. He says he's not looking for a relationship, but he'll post things on Facebook like he wants a relationship. And I pretty much gave him everything, my all, and, it just wasn't good enough. Yeah,
but it's not that it's not good enough. It's just scary for him because he has that commitment element. He's been hurt before. And this is a common thread. So this is what they're showing me is with these, relationships that haven't worked, it's not about you. It's actually about them and them being able to man up and commit to a relationship with you. Whether you realise it or not, you're quite powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So are you aware of that?
Not. Yeah, I've heard that I am, but I just feel like I'm cursed sometimes because my relationship just keeps failing.
It's the right one stepping in, Tamara. It's like these, you don't want the flaky ones. And I feel like if you've got a father in spirit, there's a male stepping in going, we're not going to let in, the ones that are time wasters or that can't commit to you, they're not going to hang around.
I know.
Okay, but there is somebody for you. They're not saying that, that that's a dry situation, as in that there's not going to be opportunities. But this is about being authentic, and these, I suppose, men that you're meeting, they need to be pretty down to earth because that's who you are.
Yeah, no, and I thought I had one. I thought I had one that was down to earth, you know?
Look, I feel that he has got that element, but with what he's been through, there's just that bit of hesitation. And as soon as he feels like there's a bit of seriousness stepping in, he tends to, he's pulling away. So it's all about how you deal with him pulling away. If you accept it and let him go, it's a bit like the old saying, set the bird free. If they're meant to be, they'll come back to you.
Mhm. Do you see that person coming back to me, or is it over?
No, I don't feel it's done totally, but I think you need to honour the fact that he's not ready to be committed for a bit. He's going to take his time, but I feel someone else is going to step in. That's my feeling.
So are you saying that I'm not going to see him anymore? Like again, like I'm not going to be able to see him again?
Back in, he will. Like they're showing me, he'll step back in. It's more or less like you give him time and he'll come back around. But by then, there's also going to be someone else stepping in for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you like you've got so much going for you, and it really is. You don't deserve to settle for somebody or try and make things work. When it's meant to be, it will flow along, and it doesn't mean that you're not going to get ups and downs. But I also feel with you get gut feelings, but you're overriding it because you're really wanting that situation to work.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
well, I mean,
and
it was just,
what happens if we do that? We're pushing somebody away because the energy becomes a little bit like a desperate cry for, a neediness. And people, that neediness is something that the average person really struggles with. So you, by standing in your power, being independent and saying, you know what, I'm a powerful, independent woman and I'm here, but if you want me, I'm standing in my power. I'm not going to run after you. I'm not playing games. There's a lot of, these guys have been, game players, and I'm not saying that that's really bad, but that's not you. You're not into that.
I understand. Well, I sent him 3 text messages, one on Wednesday, and then I sent him another one on Wednesday, but I waited till time kind of passed, and he never responded. Then I waited till Friday to text him again, and he never texted me. I mean, and then he wound up unfriending me on Facebook. That was the first flag, the first sign. And then where we first met, which was on a dating site, he unmatched me on that.
Yeah.
So it kind of made me feel like he was over me, like he's done with me.
Yeah. Pushing you away doesn't necessarily, I feel energetically with him, it's about the commitment thing. He's fearing that you want more out of this than what he's able to give you.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. He did say that. But then he was like, if the universe brings us back together, then that's good. But he's focusing more on his music career. But then, he'll post on Facebook that he's like, it's not that I don't have enough time, you're just not a priority, things like that. And when he says things like that, it kind of gets to me.
Absolutely. But that's where you need to say back to him, well, that's fine. I get where you're coming from, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a little bit like sometimes you have to man up yourself and go, you know what, I'm not going to crawl after you. I've messaged you 3 times. That's enough. If you want me, if you want to be part of my life, then step up.
Yeah.
Because believe and you do that, that's going to shift the dynamics of all these relationships that have failed. This is about you going, I'm Tamara, I've got the goods here. If you want to be part of my life, then step up. Once you make that commitment to stepping up and not tolerating anything that doesn't suit your highest good, you're going to attract the perfect man in.
Okay.
So it's a bit like I mentioned last week in my show last week, affirmations. So I would be putting an affirmation up where you can see it to say, I am with the perfect partner who loves me for me, who I have a lot of fun with, encompass all the things that mean much, that are high on your list, because you deserve to have fun. You deserve to have somebody that's stable and not flaky and not inconsistent.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting.
Yeah. Because sometimes with
see,
the universe,
and see, the thing it was more of a, a friends with benefits at first, and then as we started spending more time together, being around each other, I don't know, maybe he started catching feelings or something, kind of pulled back. I'm not sure.
I think sometimes it's a little bit like women and men communicate differently. So sometimes if a man's been upfront with you and said it's friends with benefits and that's what it is, even if it evolves more, as women we can sense that. But as men, they're very logical in most cases. Of course, I can't generalise for everyone, but in a lot of cases, men are very literal. And if it's friends with benefits, then that's what it is. And until the time that he changes that conversation or, has that element of I'm ready to commit and we're looking long term, you have to accept that is, that's where it's at, and that's as good as it's going to get at this point in time. And that's not to say that it can't change, but has to be, I suppose, something that he's aware of and happy to look at doing too.
Yeah. It's just, when I seen that he, stopped texting me and he unfriended me and all that other stuff, it made me feel like he was just done with me, like I'd never see him again.
Yeah. And it's very hard. It's heartbreaking to have to go through that. But, you deserve somebody good and you will get somebody good, but it's just a case of you saying, you know what, I'm not going to accept, this is what I'm going to accept and this is what I'm not going to accept. And part of that is that you honour yourself. Because if we don't love ourselves, we can't attract someone that's going to give us love. And I mean genuine love, not just a 5-minute wonder. So this is about building you. That's what I want you to take away from the reading today is this is about building yourself up and really having that belief that you can do this and you are powerful and you're special and you deserve to have the perfect partner. There's no doubt at all. It's like they're showing me.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't settle. Don't put up with what you don't deserve.
Okay.
Okay? Because you are. Right. You really are. You're a shining light. You've got a lot to offer somebody.
I know.
Okay? And things will shift. There is somebody, so please, they're showing me there is somebody coming through, but he's going to have to, really man up. You're not going to tolerate flaky.
Yeah, I know.
So from this forward, okay, I really want you to work on those affirmations. I deserve to have an awesome partner who I do great fun things with.
Okay.
As you do. You've been through your ups and downs. You've experienced what you don't want. So now we need to bring through what you do want.
Yeah, you're right. But I keep falling for the same guys. And I'm not even. The thing of it is, I don't even know I'm attracting the same type. I don't know that.
You will. You actually do. Now that we've had this conversation, you're going to be aware of it more. Even if sometimes subconsciously we attract what we don't want, we've got to become aware of that. And as soon as you're aware of it, that will shift the energy. So you're now aware that it's time to step up and not accept mediocre.
Okay.
Okay? All right. I have to go. And thank you so much. And please, I really want you to work on that belief because you deserve it. Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. It's an amazing book. And also The Power Is Within You is another fantastic one of hers. Grab those, check it out. You'll see all the affirmations and ideas. And tomorrow, this is a year for you to shift. You're going to change things, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Sending you love and light, gorgeous girl.